folks, I'm back. Today I want to bring something to your attention, some more areas and aspects of life that I want to talk to you guys about. But in today's video I want to delve into how to become a very successful business person. Not a business as such, but a person. This is what I want to talk to you guys about today, and I think this is very, very important. People in life, it doesn't matter how skilled up that you are. It doesn't matter whatever kind of qualifications that you have, or experiences that you may have, or even money that you may have in life. If you have no people skills and communication skills, then you're going to suffer. You're not going to have much. And these two are a must. You need to get schooled up and skilled up in these two areas. Because if you don't, you ain't going to have that many people around you to help you grow, learn and develop. I want to share some perspectives, some experiences that happened to me. I've worked with so many people out there, so many companies out there and organizations. And I've seen the way the managers, the bosses run and how they are with their staff. How they interact. Is it a transactional relationship, or is it an interactive one? Now, you could just work for someone, get paid, be a number, and just go about your way, and not really like the job that you're involved in. And the relationship with your boss might not be all that. And let me tell you something, for that organization, you ain't gonna stick around. Because it doesn't bring out the fire in you, it doesn't bring out the passion and excitement and energy in you. So why are you sticking around? Well, for the money. But even if it is for the money, you ain't going to last long. And that's down to the boss to do two things. Select the right person and also have communication skills and effective people skills. Coaching skills. You need to be able to coach your staff on a daily basis. I'll tell you what. One of the most effective managers I've ever worked with, and even to this day, I'm quoting him off the top of my head, because that's how much of an impact that he's made 10 years later along the way. I still remember what he did. Each and every single day, he made sure that he spoke to every one of his staff on a personal level, just to see how they are, how they're doing, what's their concerns, what's their worries, issues, even in work and out of work. Just to make sure that they were made to feel human. Make sure that they're not just any ordinary number where he can easily sack and employ. And the funny thing is, because there was two bosses, him being who he is, the people's person, people always went to work for him and do things according to their own will. They liked being around him because of the person who he was. And the other boss they tried to avoid. They tried to not work on the same day as he was working in. Whenever this boss, the people's boss, let's call him the people's boss worked that shift. Whatever he told people to do, they'll do it, and then they'll do it a bit extra because of the fact that they liked him. It's the people in the workplace that make it a workplace. Does that make sense, people? It's not the actual workplace itself, it's the people who are working that make it an enjoyable workplace. You can have a beautiful building. You can have everything beautiful on the outset. But if you don't have good people working in that company, it doesn't matter about the building. And this is what I want to try and bring to your attention, people. Bosses out there, managers out there. Learn these skills. Learn people skills. Always look to educate yourself about building relationships, building quality relationships. Don't just pay someone and don't just get them to do the work. Spend a bit of time knowing them on a personal level. Break down barriers. Learn their background, where they're from, what they're about, their goals, their ambitions. I want to bring another example. Have you ever watched that program called Undercover Boss? Where he's the hot dog, not the hot dog, the top dog who comes into his organization undercover and finds out what is going on, what is causing the failures and the successes. And lo and behold, the conclusion that I got from this on each and every episode that I watch is the boss, the main man, don't always interact with his staff. He just pays them a wage and they just go about their own way. It's not about that. It's about building quality relationships with your staff. Sorry, people, I have to answer the door. That's my little boy. Son, can you go upstairs, please? Go upstairs. I'm coming, yeah? Thank you. I do apologize for that interruption there, people. So, that's what it's about, people. is building relationships, building quality relationships. And when you're able to build quality relationships, you're able to build a successful army who will work for you. Who will give you their heart, body, mind, and soul. Even if it is not their passion to work in your organization, but the fact that they would still be around because of you. Because you've made an impact and a difference in their life, they're willing to stay. They're willing to stick around. And also, the boss, you have to help your staff to develop as well. You have to make them feel special, needed, and wanted. So it's not just about hiring someone and firing someone, because that is a continuous circle, a continuous circle and a cycle. That's always going to go on. But you ain't going to get quality and you ain't going to get loyalty. That's what it's about, getting quality people, getting loyalty. And you can apply and adopt this into so many aspects of and areas of your life in terms of relationship building. When you're looking for a potential spouse, it's about two things, two of many things. Loyalty and quality. The quality of person that they are and their loyalty. Would they stick around you? Especially if you're at your worst. Are they able to understand you? Are they able to connect and communicate with you? That's how important it is, people. If you want to be a successful person, a business person, you need to school and educate and skill yourself up in relationship building. Check this out. I'm sure there's so many organizations out there that I have personally been into and worked for, is they communicate through email. Forget interaction face to face. They'll only talk to you through email, not even through a telephone call. It's just they'll email you some stuff that they want you to do and the work that needs to be done. And that's about it. That's all you'll see of them, that's all you hear of them. You've never met them before, and they've never even come down to their own organization building just to see what kind of people that they're dealing with. Not just to see what kind of people that they're dealing with, but actually interact. Because what tends to happen is the employers tend to be scared of the person who is at the top. Sorry guys. Son, give me 1 second. I'm coming, yeah? Do you want to come in? Okay, no problem. This is my little boy who keeps on interrupting me whilst I make these films. Whilst I make these recordings for you guys. Son, what are you doing? Keep on interrupting your father. Okay, he's stuffing his face full of biscuits. Are you eating biscuit right now?
It's a biscuit.
Ah, that hurt. I had to test my chest there because I knew that blow was coming. Okay, so folks, that is my rant for today because I kind of lost track along the way. My son kept on interrupting my thought flow pattern. People, so bear that in mind. If you want to become a successful business person, it's not about the investment of wealth. It's not about your building premises. It's not about hiring or firing people. It's about the two. Learning, relationship building, people skills. And the second thing is effective communication. Period. Because throughout life, you're always going to interact with people. And that interaction can either become an interaction or a transaction. It's like a hire and buy, I pay you or I can fire you. You're just a number. Let's not be in them types of situations where you're just a number. Be a person. This is my rant. This is the thing I thought I might bring to your attention. I hope that's been insightful. I hope that's helped you guys out there. Because let me tell you something. As a coach, it's required for me to have two things. To be a people's person and secondly to develop effective communication. Because it makes sense. If I'm going to be dealing with people, I must have these skills underneath my belt as a base. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to go forwards and grow and develop and also help others out there. People are going to be scared of me. People are going to be not wanting to be around me because I'm not bringing out the best in them. You don't want that type of a person. And this also applies to non-people who are business managers. This applies to people in general. You need to develop these two skills of foundation. It doesn't matter how qualified you are. Like I said before, it doesn't matter what kind of experience that you have. It doesn't matter what kind of wealth that you possess. If you have not got no people skills, if you don't know how to connect and communicate, then what's the point? Learn your subject, yes, that's right. I'm all for that, by all means. But also learn communication. Learn relationships. That's what it's about, people. That is my rant for today. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.